Hey everyone, Tofu here, and welcome back to more Banjo-Tooie. Last time we started Witchy World, which is a very which is a very awesome world, and we did quite a lot in it. And today we're going to continue it, hopefully finish it, but I don't know if we'll actually have enough time to do that. But for now, we need to go back to the money van that we transformed into last time, because we actually have one more thing to do with this guy. Last time we opened up a door in the space zone to go to the Dodgem Dome. The Dodgem Dome. Dodgem Dome. Dodgem Dome. Dodgem Dome. That is how you say it. So we can go in here now. And, over here, we will have to pay to actually access the rest of the Dodgem Dome. Because just opening the door was not enough. We've got to pay money. But we can't do this as the van. We will have to come back as Banjo and Kazooie. So that is actually the final thing we have to do with the money van for now. Well, not just for now. Ever. We don't use the money van ever again. It's completely done. Thank you, money van, for your service. You will be severely missed. Now go back to Wumpa and go in the pool. Well, I mean, it's not like I'm saying goodbye to the money van like it's a separate entity. Like, it's still Banjo and Kazooie. We just gotta get them back to their proper forms here. And, whoa, Banjo's model looked really squished there as he came out, but I don't know, it was just kind of goofy looking. So now, I think what we want to do is actually stay in this area. This is the part I always get confused on, because there's like, it's like, do I do this one thing first or the other thing first? I think I want to do this thing first. I think we want to go in here. And why do we want to go in here? Because this is the Crazy Castle Stockade. And we want to do... Well, actually, hold up. First thing I want to do, just before I forget, is we want to open up this with a grenade egg. Whoa, that was a weird little backflip. Anyways, we've got a split up pad here, and this is pretty much the first time we're going to actually use that. Because, well, there is a move for Banjo over here, just by himself, so we need to bring him over there. There's also a white Jinjo over there. But hold on, let me check my totals for a minute. We have already collected the only white Jinjo in the game. This guy is an imposter. Right? Yup. It's a Minjo, arch enemy of the Jinjos. So he's gonna try to attack us, and we have to kill it. However, because you have to come over here as Banjo by himself, or Banjo solo, as I tend to shorten it to, you can't actually attack right now. So you're completely defenseless to that guy, which I think is very funny design, and I don't know if it was intentional or not, but I think it's funny. But luckily for us, we actually get a move for Banjo by himself right over here, and that is the Pack-Whack ability. So he will rotate his... Whoops, I did not want to talk to you again. Sorry, Jam Jars, but he'll swing his backpack around, and we can just kill that Minjo like that. And it's very funny seeing the Jinjos get completely annihilated, because they're just so tiny little creatures, and they just go flying when you hit them. It's quite goofy. But yeah, so the Pack-Whack is one of the best moves in the game, in my opinion, because, well, it's just a pretty solid attack for Banjo. But the best thing about it is that you can actually use it as a double jump. If you swing it in midair and jump again, you can actually jump out of it. That was a bit of very poorly timed lag. That does not happen every time you do the double jump, but it was just a force of timing for me. But yeah, you can use it as a double jump, and you don't even have to fully swing the pack. Like, you can literally just hit B once and just jump like that. It is extremely useful. I don't know if it was intentional, I don't think it was because it is never required to use it like that. Like, usually to get Banjo to higher places, there's usually, like, always something else for you to use to get him up there. But you can just jump up like that, and there's just a lot of instances like that throughout the game that I can't imagine that they intended for it to be there. It's possible they just left it in because they knew it was cool, but I'm glad they did leave it in, no matter what the story is, because it is awesome to use, and it makes the game so much more fun and easier to do a lot of things. So here's these little swap clouds that Jam Jars was talking about. If we just stand there and hit the A button, we will swap back to Kazooie, or whoever the other character is at the time. And we have to get Kazooie over there as well, because if you saw, there was a switch that I put Banjo on that had his face on it, and naturally, we have to stand on another switch with Kazooie at the same time in order to actually accomplish something. And there's going to be a lot of puzzles like that, where we just have to have both of them standing on a switch. This one, though, well, we'll get a nice shot of Kazooie there. But this one will actually blow up this crazy castle. And now we've got a nice little bouncy castle for us to go into later. By later, I mean, like, right after this, but that's fine. Oh, and now we just have yellow on the screen. Well, I don't mind that. Hello, buddy. Kazooie, unfortunately, does not have an attack for herself yet, so... Well, that's not true. She can still use her eggs. And I can still get hit by that guy and completely suck. But that's fine. Do you have a... Nope, no honeycomb. Yeah, I don't think I mentioned that not every enemy in this game drops a honeycomb. And I think they did that because the enemies actually respawn in this game, unlike the first game. So you could theoretically just farm honeycombs from them. So that's probably why they only have them drop them randomly, I guess. But I don't know. It's not like health is a huge deal in this game anyway, but... Well, that guy dropped one. Anyways, let's go into the crazy castle, because there is two things for us to do in here. This first one, we have to come in here as Banjo and Kazooie together, and then the other one, we have to come in here as Kazooie by herself. Here we have the Balloon Burst Challenge. And this is the first of many mini-games that follows the, I guess, the red, blue, green structure. Or I guess, red, green, blue. Basically, there's a lot of mini-games like this throughout the game where you just have to score a certain amount of points. And whether you're shooting something, attacking something, you're just collecting something. Red, whatever the red thing is, will give you 1 point. The green thing will give you 2 points, and the blue thing will give you 3 points. There's going to be a lot of instances of minigames like this, and this is the first one. So just remember, red is 1, green is blue, or green is blue, green is 2. Don't remember that green is blue, that's completely wrong. Red is 1, green is 2, blue is 3. It's kind of confusing, I guess. I don't know, I feel like if blue was 2, that would be easy because it rhymes. And, like, green and 3 also kind of rhyme. Also, I'm not doing too well here. I'm not doing well at all. I was not really paying attention. I was kind of more focused on explaining it. Yeah, that was a pathetically low score. I don't even know what the actual score is because I usually just get it the first try anyway without even trying. But, I was busy. So let me actually try that again. I think my mistake with that is I was not really, like, auto-firing, because, the eggs you actually have here they're not from your actual ammo. You have infinite eggs here, so you can literally just hold the button down and just completely spam eggs the entire time. And I was not doing that, last time. I was firing them all individually, and I don't know why. But now that I'm actually, just auto-firing, and I don't have to worry about explaining how the score works. I'm doing much better already. I literally, like, am almost about to catch up to my score from last time. And we still have well over 10 seconds left. Try to get that blue one up there. Nope, did not get it in time. Is there any other blue ones? I want to say we needed 50 points, but I feel like it's even less than that. Like, it might have been like 45. Either way, we got it this time. We won her Balloon Burst prize. And that will spawn on top of the castle So we will have to go pick that up. But not quite yet. She'll ask us if we want to play again. I do not. And we gotta make our way back out of here. Where is the door? There it is. I'm impatient. Let's just beak bomb. Whoa! Yeah, it is a bouncy castle, so you do bounce a bit in here. I think it's like if you ground pound. Well, if you bounce on it, of course, it will kind of bounce with you, and you will gain a bit of height. But I think if you ground pound, you gain a lot of height. See if I can. Come on, let me do it. There we go. There we go. Look at that bounce. Look at that bounce. That's awesome. But now, whoa. There's been a lot of, like, instances of slowdown, in this recording session for me thus far. I don't know if it's just because my laptop's been on for a while at this point. I should probably, like, shut it down soon. Give it a little bit of a rest, but... oh, well. We'll just tough it out until now. We gotta go in here as Kazooie now. Also, you may have noticed, I didn't explain this, but when you split up as Banjo and Kazooie, their health kind of separates, so they have less health individually than they do together. But we've got another mini game here with Kazooie, who looks very cute on her own. I always love seeing her in here. I guess just because it's a yellow room, and I love yellow. And we get that nice little close-up shot of Kazooie, which we don't get a ton of throughout both Banjo-Kazooie games. I don't know, she just looks so happy. I love her. Oh, come on. Anyways, we've got another red, green, blue minigame here. And I'm once again not doing as well as I usually do. Oh, come on, go through that. We just gotta jump through some hoops. It's kind of, I guess, I don't know if it's a reference to, or if it's just they reused similar assets, but it reminds me of the little hoop, I guess it's a minigame, in Clanker's Cavern from the first game, where you have to swim through a bunch of hoops. It reminds me of that. I don't think I'm gonna get this, because I think we need to get 60, and I am not even doing that well. Almost. I got a little over 50. Oh! I thought we needed 60. Oh, no. It was like... I don't know exactly how many it was, but we had to do it within 60 seconds. So that's why I thought it was 60. Okay. I mean, that still wasn't as good of a score as I would have liked to get, but it was enough, so I'm not gonna complain that much. I thought I was gonna fail both of these minigames on the first try. Well, I mean, yeah, I guess fail them on the first try is still an accurate sentence, but it's just kind of weird to phrase it like that. Like, oh yeah, I failed on the first try. For a second, I really thought I was going to have to do both of those minigames twice in this episode, and I was going to be really embarrassed. But, thankfully, that's not the case. I actually got that one. And that Minjo is still over there. Hopefully he will not come over here. Kazooie actually bounces very high on the shock jump pads. But, oh, I messed this up. So yeah, Kazooie cannot backflip by herself right now. So I actually have no way of getting up there from there, which is kind of goofy. So you actually have to use the shock jump to actually get her up there. Or we could just come up here with both Banjo and Kazooie, but I like to get both of these as Kazooie because she's the best. Getting 2 jiggies just like that. But now we'll go back to Banjo and continue on our merry little way. So, trying to think, now, what is the plan? Oh, I know what the plan is. The plan is simple. We go up here. Climb up this ladder that has been teasing us the whole time. And let's go up here. It's kind of a tricky jump there. That guy was like floating, dude. What the heck? We gotta carefully tightrope our way over to this button. Whoa. That was weird. I hit A to like get Kazooie out, but she did not. But thankfully you won't fall off of this rope. Banjo will just grab onto it, and you can just kind of shimmy across like that. But we want to actually go on this platform here. Press B to, yeah. So we hit B. Now we can ride this little monorail across the entire world and watch as this wood magically turns to metal. There's a ginger up there that we will have to get later, by the way. I think I made that wood turning to metal joke in the old Let's Play as well, but it's just something that always bothered me. At least it didn't really bother me. I think it's funny. They just transitioned to it like that. I remember I didn't notice it at first, like when I first played the game. And then I was like, wait a minute, like it changes material. And I remember like watching, I went back to like watch how it changed. And I was like, what kind of wizardry did they do? And they just like faded it. They just like did a fade effect to it. I thought it was funny. So now, I got the honeycomb up there, right? My memory is so bad. Yes, I got the honeycomb. Okay, so now, oh god, that's a bad camera angle. We want to grab onto this thing, which you can grab onto. Which you might not be able to tell, but you can grab onto it. You gotta watch out for these little shocky things, because they will shock us right off and hurt us, which is not good. We can just drop down and avoid that one, though. Hit this button, and that will let a shock jump pad appear, so we can just easily jump back up here if we need to. And now, hit this button, and you may remember, back in Glitter Gulch Mine, we had this little box guy on a railroad that was stopped after we blew up the little entrance with the TNT. Yes, in that room. And if you went further than that through that little doorway, you would have ended up here, but you would have only been in this tiny little area here, where the... Yeah. Okay, so we actually got fries earlier, which I didn't really want to get, but Witchy World has a policy where you can't take food outside of the park, which will be important later, but not really important for us right now. So now, the guy in that box was actually the Saucer of Peril, which we actually powered earlier. God, what the hell is going on with this? With all the lag and slowdown in this. But yeah. So that's the Saucer of Peril that we actually activated earlier with Mumbo. Well, I guess we didn't activate that guy because he was in a box. I guess we actually did just power the ending of it, which I guess does make sense then as to why the power thing was there. But basically we have a nice little mini game here where we just have to shoot a bunch of targets. And yes, it is another red, green, and blue minigame, so red targets will give us 1 point, green will give us 2, and blue will give us 3. And this is not easy with the GameCube controller because the reticle moves much, much faster than it does on N64. But we have to get 500 points here, which is no mean feat, and having to replay this sucks. Because it's a very long minigame. You essentially fly around the entire area. I don't have any control over the spaceship, by the way. It moves on its own. All you have to worry about is just moving the reticle and shooting. And just hold down the Z button here. Don't fire individually. You will not have a good time. Unfortunately, missed some of those blue ones back there. But that's okay. This minigame is like a little strict. Like, it's usually down to the wire for me. But it's not too bad. I don't usually fail it. I've only failed it a couple times. So I would like to hopefully not have today be one of those times. But it might be, because I don't feel like I'm doing too well today. Just overall with my gameplay experience. But, I'm gonna try. I love this minigame, by the way. Like, it's not the most exciting because you're essentially just shooting things. But I don't know, just like going around the whole world is so cool as you got this goofy music blaring in the background. Just firing stuff from a spaceship. It's so weird and so wacky. And I remember like this is probably like the moment that I fell in love with this game. Because, I don't know, ooh, did I get 3 blue ones back there? I thought I heard that jingle like 3 times. If I did, it's really good. But yeah, I just remember like, I don't know, man. Like, I know it's not fair to compare this to Mario 64, because Mario 64 came out 4 years before this game, and obviously, games were not, as they made more Nintendo 64 games, they got way better at them. So obviously, like, Mario 64 still laid the groundwork and is rough around the edges because of that, but, like, I think just in hindsight, like, objectively, like, this is way more exciting than anything in Mario 64. Like, and just visually impressive, it's amazing. Like, there's nothing like this in Mario 64. And again, obviously, I know that's not a fair comparison because Mario 64 came out first and laid a lot of necessary groundwork for a game like this to even exist. But it's like, you see people, like, still praise Mario 64 as if it's, like, a perfect game. And I just don't see that because, like, as much as I respect it for what it did for video games as a whole, on its own, it is not the most exciting or fun game, in my opinion. And I think this is absolutely better than, like, anything in Mario 64. I don't know. I just have a very specific memory of, like, playing this game for the first time and playing this minigame and just being really impressed by this and thinking it was just the coolest thing. And thankfully, I just barely got over 500 points there, as I was gushing about how much I love this game and this minigame in particular. But yeah, like I said, it's pretty strict. Like, I was playing decently. I wasn't playing super good, and I wasn't playing super bad either. And I still just barely got 500 points. And for doing that, you get a Jiggy and a Cheeto page. I think for the Jiggy, you have to get 400 or something? I don't know, something like that. But I think the Cheeto page is actually the second prize you have to get, which you need 500 for. Or it could be the other way around. I don't know. They kind of flip-flop, I think, between whether the Jiggy is the main prize and the Cheeto page is sort of the bonus. I don't know. They change their minds on that sometimes. But that's the Saucer Peril ride done and over with. So, let's continue doing some stuff in the Space Zone, because there is a few more things for us to do here. One is, of course, the Dodgem Dome. Also, is there a child in here? Yes, there is. There's this guy. The polar bear children, they spawn in different areas depending on your save file. They're random every time. Well, it's not completely random. There's, like, a few different areas that they can spawn in. And this is one of them for that kid. Who I find actually spawns in here a lot on my playthroughs, but that's not really important right now. We'll deal with those polar bear kids later. For now, we're going to actually do the Dodgem Dome minigame. And once again, it is a red, green, and blue minigame. It's kind of like bumper cars, except there's only one guy here trying to mess with you, but don't worry, it will get harder. I don't remember how many points we need to get for this one, but this one is very easy. Literally just go around and collect pretty much everyone that spawns. You'll have almost no trouble just getting every one that you see. As long as you do that, you should be, like, perfectly fine. Like, I didn't even do super well here this time. Like, I have very easily gotten, like, 80, 90 points in this round before. But, like, I think you only need, like, 50. And it's very easy. But, this game has 3 rounds to it. So let's go into round 2. I guess it's similar to, the kickball tournament from Mayhem Temple in that it has 3 rounds. And this time, we're going to have 2 guys chasing after us, trying to bump into us. And it's definitely going to be slightly more annoying, because if they both kind of gang up on you, it's very easy for them to stop you, and kind of just keep you stuck for a while, just like real bumper cars. Also, if they run over any of these Twinklies, these are Twinklies, by the way, who you may know, or maybe you don't. They were the little Christmas-like guys from Freeze Easy Peak in the first game. So it's cool that they have a little comeback here. But yeah, those guys will run over and destroy any Twinklies if they run over them, so you cannot collect them. And there they got me kind of stuck. But, oh man, I just barely missed that blue one. And they ran over another blue one too. But I got over 70 points again. And again, I don't remember how many points you actually need for these, usually because I get them first try because I'm, you know, such a gosh darn awesome gamer. But round 3 is actually pretty tough. I know they, like, lower the score requirement for each round, just because it is harder. But I think it's still not that bad. I think it's, like, 40 or 30 here. I don't know. Yeah, can you stop panning the camera and just, like, show me what I need? Okay, we need 40 points. And with 3 of these guys, it is actually pretty tough, because they are just going to be bumping into you constantly. Oh, please don't run into that. They ran over that blue one. Thankfully, I got another one. Yeah, my best advice is to try to avoid the corners, because if they bump into you there, you are going to get stuck for quite a while. That was not worth it, trying to go close to that corner for a red twinkly, just for 1 point. But I did it anyway, because I'm stupid. Thankfully, it did not bite me in the butt. Like, that guy up there in the upper right, not worth him at all. Get away from me, dude. Oh, well, I've already got 50 points, dude. So, like, totally fine. Yep, we beaten game 3. Get out of here, Grunty. And there's our Jiggy. Hey, that guy is happy for us. I will leave him alone for now, though, because, well, I mean, we could get him now, but I just don't feel like it. I just don't feel like it. We won't be able to get the Jiggy for a long time anyway, so, excuse me. I'm not gonna worry about it. I do not want to go on that warp head yet, because we have the Star Spinner to do. I failed this with Mumbo last time, but it's of course going to be much easier with Banjo and Kazooie now. And, there's also a Minjo in here that you may have heard last time. I don't know where they actually are. I don't know where they are. But I could hear them go and help, so... But they're an imposter, and I'm not gonna actually help them. I think that was them down there. Oh, the star is over here. Alright, let's try that again. Yeah, you can very easily make that with a feathery flap. Not very hard at all. Alright, and now up here, this is the actual kind of tricky part. Whoa, that was a bit of slowdown. So this planet-toid thing, I don't know, is you need Talent Rod to actually climb up it. But it's still very easy to slip off of. Especially if it's rotating downward like that. You want to try to jump at it like when it's going up, like that. Then you can grab the Jiggy. And now let's just do that fancy ground pound trick to get all the way back down without taking fall damage, and I did not want to land on the star. Get me off of here. Alright. So, with that, I think if I've done everything correctly, there's really only one thing for us to do now. And, well, technically two, but it's in the same area, so I wouldn't really count as a huge separate thing. We want to climb to the top of this tent because, as you saw earlier, there was a Jinjo on top of it. To get up there, there must be an easier way to do this, but you have to actually climb little ropes on the side, and I am amazed that I did that so perfectly on my first try. Because usually, I really struggle with that because it's very easy to slip off of the rope. But now it is time to actually go into the big top. And all those tickets that we've got from those little, I don't even know what they are, I guess slot machine guys. We'll give those to Conga, who's a returning character, by the way. He was in Mumbo's Mountain in the first game. And I guess he owns a circus now, so good for him. But, I don't know how much he actually makes from this circus, because it's not a very, good circus. Yeah. If you couldn't tell by now, there is a boss in every world, and we have not yet fought the boss in this world, and this is one of the best bosses in the entire game, in my opinion. Very fun, can be a bit challenging too. This is, well, I won't say his name yet because they haven't shown it yet. Oh, there we go, it's Mr. Patch. It's Mr. Pants? Nah, it's Mr. Patch. So, Kazooie was talking about how, like, Klungo was probably bigger than this guy, and even with the growth potion he had, I don't think that's true. Even with how small Mr. Patch was, even though he just inflated himself to be even bigger. But yeah, this is the Mr. Patch boss fight, and I love this fight. I love this theme. This is one of the best boss battle themes in just ever, period, in my opinion. Again, massive love to Grant Kirkhope. I love that guy. So, to hurt Mr. Patch, we have to hit him in the patch with, grenade eggs. But, because they thought this fight was not epic enough, they want us to actually fly and do it. Hence why they gave us the ability to shoot eggs in the sky. So, what's gonna happen now is these little, like, mounds of dirt with boxing gloves are gonna pop out of the ground if we stay on the ground for too long and hit us. It's a very arbitrary, like, thing to keep you off of the ground. Like, they could have just made it so, like, the floor is lava or something like that. But, I don't know. Dirt with boxing gloves. I love Rare. So yeah. I mean, it's much easier to hit Mr. Patch in the sky anyway. So, you're better off doing this. Wow, I actually got a ton over there. Pretty much in one go. Yeah. It's kind of best to just kind of fly from a distance, just kind of see where you need to shoot, and then kind of get closer to him and completely miss. That is a good strategy. Okay. Oh, jeez. He's gonna shoot beach balls at me. Can I get that one spot? Nope, I hit myself. Alright. Let's beak bomb away. Just to get a little bit of distance here. You can zoom here while you're flying, which can be helpful, but it also may be a little difficult to keep track of things because the camera's a little wonky. Get further away here. You can beak bomb in first person, by the way. It can be kind of... Oh, jeez. Wow, I actually hit the beach ball with the grenade. Did I hit both of the patches on his face there? I could not tell. Oh, I am running out of grenade eggs. Let me get out of the way of that beach ball, because that will hurt me. No, I did not get both of them. I could probably get one of these patches. Nope. Okay, I got one. But now I need to get more eggs, for a fact. So, let's go down here. Hopefully not get hit with any boxing gloves. And let's get back up. Okay. Yeah, they have a bunch of eggs and feathers around the arena, so you don't really have to worry about running out of eggs. Alright, and he's got two on his butt here, I think. Well, not on his butt, but close to his butt. Come on, hit that one. There we go. I think the homing egg cheat helps here. I don't know exactly if the patches count as enemies, that they will actually home in on them, but I don't know. I like to think it helps. Okay, he's got two patches left. One I know is on his face. I don't know where the other one is. Oh, it's down there. Okay. Let's not get hit by that. Oh, I got it. I got the one in his face. I was totally aiming for the one in his belly, but... Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Get out of the way. Please don't die. We are so close. We are 1 point away. Okay. Turn around. Turn towards me. Actually, I might be able to hit it. There we go. Okay. Wow, that was much closer than I would have liked it to be. Uh-oh. Looks like trouble. Yeah, pal. It's not looking good for you. There he goes. And he drops a Jiggy. Which should be the last Jiggy. And, well, I don't know where I was going with that. I thought about something, but then I was like, that's not true. So this Jiggy should be our last one, and we should have 9 out of 10 Jiggies, 100% everything else, because we just couldn't do the polar bear Jiggy. So I think that's true. Did I miss anything? 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10? What Jiggy did I miss? That wasn't just like a delayed thing, right? Because I just got the Jiggy. Like, that's... No, that's 8 out of 10. That's 8 out of 10. What Jiggy am I missing? Oh gosh, oh geez, oh golly, oh my. What Jiggy am I missing? I got the Dodge 'em Dome Jiggy, right? Like, I didn't just, like, not pick it up, right? It's gotta be a Jiggy that I just, like, straight up did not pick up. Okay, don't die. Don't die. Don't die after all that time. Did I pick up the... I got both of the castle, the crazy castle Jiggies. Did I get the... Oh, I know exactly what it is. Yeah, I totally forgot about this. I totally forgot about this. Let me try and kill this guy to hopefully get some health back. Okay, that's one. Yeah, there's a Jiggy in the Inferno that I just completely skipped over. I don't know why, I just forgot about it. Oh god, yeah, that door hurts you. Which is not great. Kind of awful, actually. Yeah. Okay, so we got some split-up pads here. No, I don't... No. Okay, so she wants food, and that's gonna make her happy. I don't care. I don't want you to have food. No food. I just want to get this Jiggy. Oh gosh, we only have 1 health to do this with. So we have to get Banjo over to this switch over here, and this will cause a shock jump pad to go all the way up here that Kazooie needs to use to actually get to the top of this thing. To get the Jiggy up there that I completely forgot about. I don't know how I forgot about this because it's... I really enjoy this little challenge here. So Kazooie has to get these little speed shoes, climb up the tower, and I have to be very careful to not take any damage here because we will die if we get hit even once. So let's just be very cautious here. We've got these little fire guys that are sliding down. That was way too close. There we go. God damn it. I jumped too early. Well, thankfully, an advantage of the split-up pad is that when you die separated, it will take you right back to the last split-up pad that you used. So, it's actually not that big of a deal. We can just very easily try again here. And now we've got more health. So it actually probably would have been smart for me to just die from the beginning after I split up. Just to have more health to start with, but I did not think about that. I just kind of want to finish this as quick as possible because this episode is already pretty long. So, just try to finish this up very quickly. Now I probably won't get hit at all, even, you know, now that I have health, but... Yep, did not get hit a single time, but that's just how it goes. Let's get this spring pad and completely miss the Jiggy, wasting even more time. And get this Jiggy. And now we can die. Because... wow. She landed right on the platform where Banjo was. I'm sorry, Kazooie. But yeah. It'll just put us back together anyways, so... not a big deal. And now, that... No! I don't want you to have my fries! Get out of my face! Get out, get out! This episode's over, by the way. Goodbye. You fucker. I'm tired of you.